Now I would like to introduce the AITSL Standards. Standard 1. Know students and how they learn. Focus area 1.1. Physical, social, and intellectual development and characteristics of students. I think it is important to promote children's physical and socio-emotional developments in junior primary school learning. Sims and Hutchins report that children's development contains developing body, social skills, emotions, and cognition, such as motor skills, social interactions, communication, language, and problem-solving skills. Moreover, children's characteristics and dispositions, including curiosity, creativity, confidence, persistence, and commitment, need to be cultivated during their learning. Therefore, I designed some physical activities to help children stretch their bodies after every 5 to 10 minutes sitting on the ground. For example, I asked children to listen to the song and dance with me after a 5-minute sitting. Also, I used the motor skills cards to help children to relax and stretch after online Chinese lesson. In this way, children can follow the instructions of motor skill cards, such as pretending you are playing a sport, wiggle like a worm, and do 10 squats to promote their physical and intellectual development. This is the sample of the motor skills cards. In addition, I designed a lot of activities to promote children's dispositions development. For example, we made our little skills to explore the weight of the classroom objects, and we used Unifix cubes to explore how many cubes were in our 2 hands. This can inspire children's learning interest and enthusiasm them. Besides, children recorded how they explore addition and math in books, which promotes their commitment and persistence in learning and increase their confidence. So this is the samples of the characteristics developing. This is little skills, and this is how children record their addition of using Unifix cubes in hands. Focus area 1.2. Understand how students learn. Children learn from others and learn through play. Thus, it is essential to apply play-based learning for receptions. For example, in the placement, I applied different types of play, including loose parts, dramatic play, and playful learning. Therefore, through dramatic and loose parts play, children know how to build a copy house, write a letter to staff who helps them build the house and post the letters. Also, children explore numbers and knew how to do addition through playful learning time. Therefore, based on the knowledge of how children learn, I built a solid relationship with children, promoting effective teaching in the placement. This is also satisfied with the supervising teacher. This is the copy house we built, and this is the children write the letter to the staff who help them. And this is the dramatic play. We post the cards, and this is what we use the counters and the dice to help us do the addition. AITSL Standard 2. Know the content and know how to teach it. Focus area 2.1. Content and teaching strategies of teaching area. In the placement, I implemented a range of teaching strategies, such as play-based learning, differentiation, intentional teaching, and responsive teaching. During teaching, I discussed with my supervising teacher that based on the Australia curriculum, I would like to apply the responsive teaching approach. Because responsive pedagogies include several positive strategies, such as listening, modeling, scaffolding, and questioning. In this way, I could listen to children's voices firstly, then model the examples, and at last provide specific scaffolding to children. For example, when teaching weekend writing, I asked what children did on the weekend at first, and then present a recount example of what I did on the weekend. At last, I would like children write their recounts, meanwhile providing scaffolding to individuals who need help to sound out words. Meanwhile, I applied differentiation to students with special needs and someone who needs challenging tasks. For example, I asked children with autism to sit next to me and used the phonics cards to help him sound out the words. Besides, I decided more challenging tasks that are to find larger numbers above 20 for students who can easily find the larger numbers under 20. Here are some examples. This is an example of my recons and the students' work samples, and this is the example of differentiation. Focus area 2.6 Information and Communication Technology. I designed many slides and used videos in teaching to help children understand the learning content. This is affirmed by a superintendent teacher who comments that I provided useful visual support for children. Here are some examples of my slides. AITSL Standard 3. Plan for and implement effective teaching and learning. Focus area 3.2. Plan, structure, and sequence learning programs. Based on Australia curriculum and early years framework, I applied several effective teaching pedagogies, such as scaffolding, play-based learning, intentional teaching, and differentiation as planning lesson plans and unit plans. A logical and sequential lesson plan or unit plan would promote children's learning and deepen their understandings. This also can be considered as constructive teaching, expanding children's zone of proximal development. For example, when planning a unit of teaching positions and locations, I presented the position through a video where is the monkey, then planned the 3 learning experiences to deepen children's understandings of positions. At last, I used a position dictation as a summative assessment to enhance and evaluate children's knowledge of positions and locations. This sequential unit plan can make positive effects on children's mathematical learning and promote them to achieve standards of Australia curriculum. Children use appropriate language to describe location. This is an example of my unit plan. Focus area 3.4. Select and use resources. According to early years framework, it is essential to provide a variety of resources for children's learning. Thus, in the placement, I made a lot of practical and useful props to inspire children's learning enthusiasm and encourage them to explore deeper. For example, the number lines can help children to do addition and compare numbers. The 20 frames can help children know number facts, and the props of monkey may let children find the positions of monkey in the classroom. So here are some samples of resources: 20 frames, monkey, and number lines. And here is my references. Thanks for listening. Thank you.